In this week's edition of Comedians Beefing with Shannon Sharpe, welcome Eddie Griffin to the fray. During a recent stand-up, Eddie Griffin had some harsh words for Shannon Sharpe, some that I cannot repeat. He said, me and Cat Williams are the last two that ain't wore a dress. He said, I called Cat and said, let's do a non-wearing a dress tour. It'll be hot. Eddie went on to say Sharpe was not Club Shay Shay, he's Club AA. Y'all can put the rest together. He said, I don't care. I know he's AA. He's sitting there with them tight pants on, with his thing all in Cat's face. You can tell how he drink that he's AA. Shannon Sharpe responded on his Nightcap podcast. He said they're using the same joke, but at some point in time, it's going to get old, and people are going to get tired of y'all saying that Shannon's A and Shannon's this. You're going to have to get back to telling jokes. So Shannon is saying that comedians have found a pocket. There's two pockets to go into. Number one, if any comedian is on that stage or doing an interview, they got to react to the Cat Williams interview because it did over 60 million views on YouTube. I mean, we started talking about impressions. I mean, that thing's crazy. And not just the views, by the way, the conversations about the conversation. You might as well add another 100 million views to that. So when we start talking about the Cat Williams interview that kicked off 2024, the impact continues to reign. It's going to be a long time. Pretty much every comedian, when they get to that stage, they're going to react to the Cat Williams interview. But it's not just reacting to what Cat said now. The second piece, they're talking about Shannon Sharpe. I mean, the brother's hot as fish grease. I did a reel on Shannon Sharpe YouTube short the other day. That thing went through the roof. I was talking about how hot he was. You got to think, not only is this man got the biggest interview of 2024, he's on your TV screens a couple times a week with ESPN First Take. He's got another podcast that's doing great. Shannon Sharpe is just talked about. And I don't even think Shannon Sharpe realizes how popular he is sometimes. I'm sure his bank account does. But Shannon Sharpe's got to think about this. Okay, if you're delivering interviews like Cat Williams and Monique, okay, so we're talking about you in our free time. People work jobs. They only got about 4 hours of free time a day. They watched you once a week there. They might tap into your Nightcap podcast maybe 1 hour a week. Again, then damn, I mean, you on First Take a couple times a day. If it's a sports fan out there, I might check you out another hour or two a couple times a week. Like, Shannon Sharpe is holding a lot of real estate in people's minds right now when we talk about entertainment. So comedians are going to talk about him. And the thing that they're seeming to talk about the most is how he dresses and what he likes, men or women. You know, I think the thing for Shannon is to realize I am one of the most talked about people. And that's not going to change from Corey Holcomb on down. Either you're trying to get on Shannon's podcast, and if you can't get there, you're going to hit that comedy stage and talk about it. In the era that we're in now, it's always going to go viral. We all using Shannon Sharpe's name for clicks. That's just the truth of the matter. And nobody, everybody's lying if they saying we ain't. Everybody's platforms have become, you got to throw Shannon Sharpe in there a couple times a week. I'm doing it. I mean, I'll be lying if I say, at least I'm telling the truth about it. He's too important to sports, media, and entertainment right now to not talk about him. He's doing the content that's creating the most traction right now. And Eddie Griffin's no different. And if Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams did a tour together, sign me up, because I know that thing is going to be hilarious and explicit. Time, love, and support that your boy never take for granted. What y'all think about how Shannon Sharpe's been reacting to his name being brought up by every comedian? Eddie Griffin becomes the latest. By the way, I really used to rock with that Malcolm and Eddie show back in the day. A lot of people ain't like it, but I was a UPN baby. All right, and I still watch the clips on YouTube to this day. Time, love, support is what your boy would never take for granted. Salute.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple: to be the best there's ever been. So please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am Pharaoh.